I'm about to get into this video real quick. Let me adjust my crown. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Silverline's Beauty Playbook. I'm super excited about this one. I just love when videos like when I'm really inspired by a video. Anyway, before we get into the video, let's talk about my look today. This look is inspired by confidence. Fresh and relaxed hair, washed, deep overnight conditioned, and then flat ironed this morning, and that's what you're seeing now. Lips today is by Lime Crime as usual. Lime Crime, yeah, needs to start sponsoring these videos, okay? Hint, hint. This is Beat It by Lime Crime. And then my eyes today are by MORPHE. So I was going for like a smoky eye, and I'm not sure between this video and that video which one's gonna come out first, but I did create this look on camera while I was doing the hair talk series. So if I look familiar, it's because I shot the video on the same day. So don't act brand new. All right, so today's video was inspired by a trending topic. Mielle is canceled. I was like, oh, okay. I'm beginning to realize when people put on YouTube that something is canceled, there is some history behind it. And I was like, nosy me, I wanted to know. Secondly, I literally had just purchased a Mielle product for the first time. Literally. Like, I purchased the product, got home, and saw that that video was posted. If y'all need receipts, I still have my Target receipt. I will show it to you. I have never used a product by Mielle. And I think the reason why is because every time I've gone to the grocery store and I see their product, for me, they're usually on the pricier side. And I'm not opposed to pricier products. It's just that for me to try a pricier product, somebody really has to convince me that it's the right decision to make. I have some products in my line that I use that are expensive. And the reason why that is because those brands sent me samples that I tried and I said, wow, okay, this is good. Okay, and regardless of the price, I'll use the product. With Mielle, I've never gotten a free sample. I've known of their products on the shelves, but I've never tried it. But I actually needed hair oil. So I went to Target really quickly to go pick up a shea butter oil, and they did not have any. So I ended up going for the next best thing, which I at the time was the Mielle rosemary mint scalp and hair strengthening oil infused with biotin and encourages growth. So this is my first ever Mielle product, and unfortunately it's possible that it will be my last. Let me tell you guys how this all came about. So like I said, I purchased the product, came home, I managed to go on YouTube that day, and I saw that Mielle products were canceled. So I was doing the research to see what happened and why are we canceling Mielle? What happened? I want to know before I make a rash decision. There's a YouTuber called Linda Lynn. She is a natural hair YouTuber. I didn't know of her before now. She did a YouTube video on her trial of the Mielle rice water line. Okay. And before I even go into her review of the product, I have seen at least 2 or maybe 3 other YouTubers outside of Linda Lynn that has said something about that rice water line not being the best. Okay. So I've been new of that. I haven't tried it personally, and I've heard that people don't like it, and I understand why they don't like it, because rice water is tricky. And I think that when rice water was trending, a lot of brands, like they always do, jumped on it. They were like, oh yeah, rice water, we need to capitalize on this, so we're gonna do it now. Unfortunately, a lot of brands don't know, sometimes they don't really do their research before they start selling products. Okay. And I think that that might be the reason why that rice water line ended up being a fail in that situation. A lot of brands will capitalize on trends, not really doing their research, because all they care about is picking up coins on the next newest trend. And I hate that, because it confuses people who are still trying to figure out what's best for their hair. That was like the same thing when co-washing came about, when everybody started co-washing and then brands started selling actual co-wash conditioners. Does that make any sense? Literally, the C and O in co-wash stands for conditioner only wash, meaning that you're only washing your hair with conditioner, meaning that you can wash your hair with any conditioner. But brands were like, oh well, everybody's co-washing, so I guess we need to sell a product that says co-wash on it so they will buy us more. And that's exactly what happened. And this is why it's really important for you to be on a journey, be relaxed, text like so natural, so that you really understand what certain terms mean, so that when brands try to sell you a product that really doesn't exist outside of whatever it really is, you will know the difference. Unfortunately, a lot of us in the Black hair care community suffer because we don't always do our research before we use products. We use products thinking that the brands have our best interests at hand, but that's not really the case. Anyways, let's get back to the story at hand, why Mielle is canceled. So Linda Lynn, she did her review on the rice water line. She didn't like it personally. I actually watched the review because I was like, how bad is this review? Because the way everything ended up happening, I was like, did she say something really nasty or untrue about the product? When I watched her review on the product, I think she was being very honest and open about a product. You know, if you don't like it, say you don't like it and say the reasons why you don't like it, you know, and it is her opinion. You don't have to take it for what it is. You too can also try it if you want to, if you don't believe that she was being honest. So Linda Lynn posted the video, and according to her, she's done multiple videos on with Mielle products that she's had very good and positive reviews on, but this just happens to be one of her negative reviews on Mielle, and Mielle didn't like that. So I guess the co-founder, the CEO, I don't know, but whoever runs Mielle, I think her name is Monica, if I didn't get that name right. So Monica gets upset. She basically approaches her on her Insta and lets her know that she didn't use the products properly, and that if she'd used the products properly, she would have probably gotten a better result. So she fires back and says, hey, look, I use the products according to your directions. And to be honest, how hard is it to use a product? If you guys want to see the actual back and forth that they had, look for Linda Lynn, check out the video. It is very informative, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyways, so she and the owner basically had a back and forth, and at no point did the owner say, hey, thank you for your positive or negative review, we'll look into it. She basically went into the defense that the girl never used the product correctly, and basically insulted her intelligence. And on top of that, not only did that happen, I think she was also blocked from the page or something like that. And then her husband, it's crazy, her husband found her number through an order that she had put out for the product. Okay, so Mielle never even sent her a free sample of the product. This was money that she spent on her own accord, got her number, called her, and then went off on her about her not supporting Black business and so on and so forth. And it became a real big mess. Okay, so where I wanted to add my 2 cents, even if it wasn't asked, because I will add my 2 cents, was one, I want to applaud Linda Lynn for standing up to a hair care brand, because that can be very, very intimidating that a whole brand is calling you out and insulting you in front of everybody else. Okay, I thought that that was really childish of a brand, and I'm glad that Linda never backed down. Okay, so Linda, good job for standing up and saying, speaking your truth and doing what's right by your viewers and by any other Black girl that needs help with products. There's so many products out there, and a lot of us don't know what to use and how to use it and what's up and what's not up. And that's why we come to YouTube. And the fact that a brand will sit there and have a very, very immature back and forth with an individual is beyond me. And then sugarcoat it as you are against small businesses and Black brand businesses or whatever the case may be. I was just like, really? Listen, I don't like the fact that old school hair care brands were never held accountable. one of the reasons why I don't use old school hair care brands is because I don't feel like they did right by us. I think a lot of the newer brands are understanding that we won't sit for anything, and that if we don't like something, we will say we don't like something, period. If you say I'm gonna have healthier, shiny, longer, stronger, beautiful hair on your bottle, I best be having healthy, shiny, longer hair, beautiful hair in real life. Because if I don't get it, we gonna have a problem. We gonna square up, period. Because that's what they did in the past. Brands will sell you shiny hair, long hair, blah, blah, blah. And none of us grew an inch. So now that there's a new era of black hair and accountability is big, I was just like, that's wrong. For a brand that did not send you products, hasn't thanked you for the positive reviews that you've had, and for the fact that at least 3 or 4 different YouTubers have said something bad about your product, that means you need to work on it. I am only interested in brands that are open about the type of business that they're running and are ready to serve our community the right way. No longer are we going to sit here and accept no nonsense products. We're not going to continue to apply your creams and your oils and your conditioners, and there's no results. No longer are we going to do that. I need brands to understand that we come to YouTube to get information. We come to YouTube to ease our confusion. We come to YouTube because we trust that YouTube will do right by us, not necessarily brands. And we know that most YouTubers are not out here to just, I mean, there might be some YouTubers who are here to just clickbait and get money. But for the most part, a lot of us YouTubers are really being honest on our channels because it doesn't serve our community right. We all have a responsibility to the community. And Linda Lynn is an example of exactly that. And I need our big brands, black hair care brands, bigger brands, white brands, whatever it is, I need them to understand that we are no longer sitting for half par, no par, subpar products. No, really disappointed again. I tried the Mielle oil, and to be honest, the oil was okay. And it was kind of sad that the first time I got to try a product by Mielle was literally the first time I said, I guess we're done with Mielle. And it was sad. It was sad. For me personally, I think that once I'm done with this bottle of oil, I might still use the bottle as, because I do like the dropper. Okay, I'm just saying I will keep the bottle because I paid for it. Again, you can do whatever you want to. I don't believe that Mielle does not like black people or isn't black people favorable, but I do think that the way they approached that one particular matter was enough for me to say that I won't mess with a brand again like that. You know, a lot of brands don't even realize that the reason why some of their products are doing so well is because of YouTubers saying the best and greatest things about them. Look, I ain't got nothing against Mielle, but from the looks of it, if black people said we not messing with something, I'm black, so I listen. I'm very, very excited to be a part of this new hair era. And thank you to all the brands out there who take the time to formulate products that are the best for us, even though y'all do charge us a lot for it, though. I'm just saying. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah.